What's up guys, Alex Pro. Today I'm going to show you guys 14 more hidden features in iOS 13 beta 1 that I found today. The first one is in the settings app, we go to display and brightness, scroll down to display zoom. Apple's completely reworked display zoom options to make it easier and more efficient for you guys to choose your options. And it now scrolls through the examples itself now, so the examples now animate. You no longer have to scroll through it manually. Like here's my 6 Plus on iOS 12 here, and as you can see, I have it selected standard, and you have to scroll through the options manually. Same way for zoomed, you have to scroll through them manually, but now it does it automatically for you, so you no longer have to do them manually. You can look at them at the same time and choose which one you like best. So really nice change, more efficient as well. The next one is when you go to general now, go down to keyboard, and if you go down to where it says enable detection, as you can see, the description for detection offline feature and the about detection and privacy have now switched places, so now they're in the correct placements. So previously this was below the about detection and privacy. Now Apple switched it to the correct position, so really nice placement change. So now people know which options are which. The next one is we go down to stocks now. This stock settings and privacy and identifier has now been moved upward. So I'm gonna show you my iOS 12 device so you can see what it used to look like. So here's iOS 12, what it used to look like, and here's iOS 13. So they now spaced it correctly, so now they put it up where it's supposed to be on iOS 13 here. So on iOS 12, they left a little gap between there for a long time. Now they moved it up where it's supposed to be, so really nice change. And a little glitch, the description has gotten pushed off to the edge where it's too long, so Apple might fix this in beta 2 or 3, so I'm not sure which beta they'll fix it in, but this will get fixed for the final release, so really nice change. And this next one is in the control center, when you force touch on flashlight, as you can see, the flashlight icon has been made bigger now. So on iOS 12 here, you see it's kind of small. On iOS 13, it's larger, so really nice icon change there too. So makes it easier for people to see what option they're in, so really nice change. This next one is the hearing aid icon is now more rounded now. So on iOS 12 here, you see it's kind of a little like a box. So now in iOS 13, they rounded off the menu, so really nice change. So they're doing this for some of the menus, not all yet, but it's gonna get there. So this next one is in the Files app, you now have a new edit button. So now instead of says edit, it now shows the 3 dots like in other apps. So really cool. So on iOS 12 here, this is what it used to look like. You see it says edit, and now you get the 3 dots. So really nice change there. And this next one is you now have new options when you click the button now. So instead of just editing the sidebar like you would on iOS 12 here, you now get these 3 options like edit sidebar, connect to a server, or scan documents. So the scan documents basically lets you scan documents inside the Files app. So really cool, just like you would in Notes. And when you up here, you can now connect to a server, which this option is not working at the moment because it's not out to the public just yet, because it's in beta right now. So this will get fixed before the final release. So really cool. And you get the edit sidebar option as well. So you can edit all these just like you would on 12. So nice change. This next one is really interesting change to the widget section. On screen time, you can now view more of your screen time graph. So really cool like this. So now you can view your most used apps and more options. So on iOS 12 here, you couldn't do that. You could only see this, but now on iOS 13, you can now see more info for your screen time. So really nice change. So I don't have to go back into settings every time just to see that. So really nice change. This next one is the share more button and widgets are now arrows. So as you can see when I showed you the screen time thing, so all the show more buttons are now arrows now. So really cool. So as you can see in Siri app suggestions, there's now an arrow instead of show more. So really nice change. And this next one is in the screen mirroring, the menu is also smaller. So when you go into screen mirroring here, you can see that the menu is slightly shrunken down. So I'm not sure why Apple would do that, but it's really nice size difference there. So really interesting. So it doesn't take up as much space as it used to. So really nice sizing difference. And the searching icon for looking for Apple TVs has now been moved to the top right. So really nice change as well. So to make it easier to tell if you're searching or not. So and have the tiny chin down here too. So really cool. And this next one is the dock is more transparent now. So I'm gonna set a wallpaper that has a lot of detail on it to show you guys this change. So I'm gonna use this one right here for an example for both of them. So in a bug on iOS 13, you have to set the wallpaper more than once to get the set like that. So on iOS 13, you can see more of the wallpaper through the dock. So really cool. So once my thing is done setting here, yep, see iOS 12, you cannot see the wallpaper through the dock. But now on iOS 13, you can now see more of the wallpaper through the dock. So really nice change. So it's like this for all wallpapers. So when I go back, when I set this wallpaper for an example, on both of them, like you can see more detail on every wallpaper. So this one too, so you can see it's kind of through the dock here. In iOS 12 you cannot. So really nice, that's transparent. You can see more of your wallpapers, so really interesting. And this next one is in the Books app. The buttons in the books are much larger now. So we go to your library, click edit. As you can see here, the buttons down here to edit, like add to or throw it away or share, are much bigger now. So really cool. So on iOS 12 here, when I click edit, you can see the buttons down here are a bit smaller than 13. So 13 on the right, you can see the change there. So really nice change to make it easier for you guys to see. And when you select the book, you can see that the little check mark boxes have little outlines around them, so it's hard to notice it, but there's tiny white outlines around it, so it's hard to see on the camera, but if you guys look with your own eyes, you can actually see it. So really nice addition as well to make it easier for you to see which one you're editing. So really nice changes as well. And one last change, that the collections part of it up here is actually a circle. Is the circle up here for iOS 12 has been removed in 13, as you can see right here. So really cool. So yep, so iOS 13 has a lot of changes. I'm still gonna find more to show you guys as 13 goes through its beta cycle. So yep, so it's pretty much it for this video. If I did it, give it a thumbs up from the video.